We can now build APIs with Next.js. Online it is called Backend for Frontend or BFF, and your first question is probably why would we use Next.js as a backend? The answer to that is if we have multiple clients, so imagine we have multiple Next.js applications and we need business logic on one place. So in that case, we can create a public API using Next.js. And other thing is to proxy to an existing backend. So if we have, for example, Node.js, Nest.js, Laravel application, we can create that middle layer for our Next.js app and that backend so we can add additional logic, middlewares, authentication, or whatever we want. And the biggest reason for me is that I love Next.js and it is really simple to use. It is simple to deploy. So we have this command npx create next app latest, but with the API parameter, and I'm going to show it to you now. So here in my projects, I'm going to run that command and we are going to call it Orcish API. And here we are choosing TypeScript. We are not going to use sources directory. We are going to use TurboPack, and we are not going to customize the import alias. So that's everything we need. We don't have all other options there. So we are creating only API for our project. And there it is, success, created Orcish API. So now we can go to the Orcish API directory and just run it with pm dev. And we can see it is running on the localhost port 3000. So I'm going to open that one now here. And we can already see that we don't have any of the pages, components, or anything. We are just receiving here raw data, so JSON message hello world. And when we open our code right here, so I'm going to the new tab in my terminal and I'm running code dot to open code in this current directory. Here it is. So we can now check what we have in our structure. So here we have the app directory. We don't have the components, as you can see. And here we have route.ts. And there we are returning the hello world. And we also have this slug example where we are basically entering whatever we want here in the slug. And we are going to return hello slug. So let's try it out. Here I'm going to write just OrcDev, and we are getting here hello OrcDev. It's really simple. We are just getting our slug from the params and we are waiting the params same way like in server components, just from our API dynamic route right here. Next.js API is using web API to create this route, so we need request and response. And it is really easy to create a new route. For example, here in the app directory, I'm going to create API/users/route.ts. And there, I'm just going to copy paste this one and create users. I can create some mock data here, John Doe, Jane Doe, and we are sending it as a response here with web API. So everything we need to do now is here to go to the API and then users, and that's it. We are getting our JSON data from our API endpoint. This one really looks very, very simple, and I'm going to be honest, I never actually used this one on production for some real project. So that's why I'm going to create a fake API where you can get like users, products with images, with pagination, and a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to create a video out of it. I hope you're going to like it. Tell me in the comments below if you'd like something like that. I really think it's going to be useful to have some Orcish mock data for all of the projects that I'm creating for my YouTube channel. And that's going to be open source, so great opportunity for everyone to learn something new. I hope you enjoyed in this video. To become a true web dev warrior, subscribe.